Good morning. It's Wednesday, my dudes.
So bad.
That was horrible. I'm so sorry.
That was so bad.
Maddie and I were joking about this. Was it a Vine?
It's a Vine video from way back when, and yeah.
Anywho, I did have a Vine. I did like 2 of them, and then I was over it. I'm Jeremy Rabe.
I'm Maddie Conklin, and I still love Vine, and I will never forget about it.
Is it still going?
No.
Oh.
It has been, Vine is dead. It began trending way back in like 2016, I think. Maybe even 2015.
Okay, how can you watch old Vine videos?
It's all on YouTube.
Oh,
People
okay.
saved all the videos and did compilations, so there's like a bajillion compilations of old Vine videos. Most of them are the same in each compilation. Some are different, you know?
Okay.
You just spend an hour with me and I will show you everything you need to know about Vine.
Could you imagine like a year from now or 2 years from now we're talking like, remember TikTok? Remember that fad?
I really
Remember?
thought TikTok was going to go away within like the 2-year span of it coming out, but it's
So
just
far.
it's evolved. Now I get all my true crime information from there, along with my podcast, recipes upon recipes.
I like the
So-
variety.
Well, yeah, because it started out as like a content creation machine where people did those dumb dances.
And you know what it started, to me, you know what it started out as?
What?
Because somebody had posted about this, like, who knew that somebody lip syncing could make you money? Because, like, back in the day, like Milli Vanilli, remember? They got
Oh, yeah.
got canceled basically in the 90s for
in
lip
trouble.
syncing. And
Yeah.
now the big thing is to lip sync on TikTok. I mean, that was. you know.
Exactly.
Anyhow.
So, like you said, always evolving. Never staying the same.
I always went to, Maddie and I were just having this discussion this morning. I was like, I always went to evolve. I always went to stay on top of design, technology. I never wanted to get stuck in a rut. You know, that's my fear.
And-
but fearing it makes me, I won't do it. So.
Yeah, well, and why this conversation came up was because I have a little weekly scheduler, so I like to write things down. He goes, "What are you doing?" I said,
Well, I thought it was cute.
writing-
I didn't know what it was. I thought it was a game at first. I really did.
Oh, no.
Because it was cute and square, and it had all these square, and it was like colorful, and I was like, oh, that's cute.
So the old soul in me likes to write things down because it helps me remember. Even though literally you pivot this way, it's right there on our calendar, everything you need to know. But I just like to write it out. It just like reminds me of being back in middle school or high school with your planner. Like that for
Never had a
me.
planner.
You never had a planner? How'd you remember what to do and when was homework? And when
See,
homework
here's
was
the
due?
thing. And that's another thing I'm worried about. My mom calls me for dates, for anything. I have such a good memory, typically. Not
Yeah.
anymore since doing the show. Since doing the show, it's gone downhill.
What does that
but
mean?
before, the entire family would call me for information because I used to remember things so well. Like, I really don't forget a lot until I started the show. Now, free for all.
So what, 7 years now your memory's been fading?
But yeah.
I have a horrible
So I just
memory.
was a really good memory of, and I had a fear of missing something, like being late for I'm never late. We were always late to church, so that's why I'm never late to a meeting or never late to a shoot or never late. I'd rather get there early because my parents were always late.
Yes. What is the saying? If you're not 10 minutes early, you're late.
Oh, here's my
or
grandpa's
something
saying,
like
ready?
that.
If you're early, you're on time. If you're on time, you're late. And if you're late, don't bother.
Yes, that's what it is. There it is. There it is.
Grandpa always said that. And then I think it skips a generation. My grandparents were punctual. My parents, not at all.
Not punctual.
I'm punctual. If I had children, they would be late for everything.
Well, about your dogs. There you go.
If you're late, you're left behind.
Oh, Tom Schmidt said, if you're late, you're left behind.
Well, that will instill fear in you as a kid.
Well, yeah.
Don't be late, because you're gonna get left
We're
behind.
going to Silver Dollar City. Don't be late.
Gonna get left
You're
behind.
Angela, are you punctual or late?
So it depends. For the most part, though, I am pretty punctual. I think it just depends. So, like, I come from a Hispanic family, and where we're like super punctual is the airport. Like, our flight could be leaving at 2 p.m., but I used to arrive at Lambert at like 6 a.m. And it's like, why are we
Wow.
there? But
All
I
day.
still to this day do this because, like, especially when I was in Maine, and if I had to go to Boston Logan, that alone, I'd have to take the bus, down to good old Logan. But yeah, you would take that 4-hour bus ride from Bangor, but I would take it super early, so then I'd get there like 4 or 5 hours before because Boston traffic is crazy, one.
Yeah.
And then again, like, I just have a weird fear of like the plane just taking off without me.
I mean, they will do that.
Yeah.
If they call your name, 2 times, 3 times, and then
Yeah.
they're like, okay, they're not coming.
Yeah,
Oh,
because that
close
happened
the
to me
door.
when I was at Charlotte. I had a connector flight from Fort Lauderdale to St. Louis, and Charlotte was my airport. I swear everyone misses their flight in Charlotte. I don't know. I've always joked. I'm like, raise your hand if you've been personally victimized. Tom has been too.
Yeah.
And I kid you not, we had thunderstorms, so we had to circle the air for like 2 hours
Oh my
from
God. I
Fort
don't like that.
Lauderdale, which is just a 45-minute flight. And then I went to the, who was it? The flight attendant, just being like, hey, my flight is boarding to St. Louis right now. They're like, no, flights are grounded.
Okay.
Everything's, but yeah, they were not grounded.
Oh, they went up.
Yeah, so I get to, so I landed at Terminal E. I had to run all the way to Terminal A. And if you haven't been to Charlotte, you got to do a whole run through the airport going up and down escalators. And
Oh my gosh.
I got right to the gate. And as I get to the gate, I watch them shut the door.
And they won't open
And they
it.
won't open it.
They don't because, yeah, they won't open it. And it was like, we've paged you twice. I'm like, I was literally in the air, but I've never missed a flight
Oh, it's
before.
happened to all of us.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I
It's happened
started
to us.
crying. I was like, what?
I'll tell you, though, Angela, I like getting there early because I like airport food.
Me too. I swear, I'm all about airport
right.
culture. Like, if I wasn't in news, I probably would be a flight attendant.
You'd be a great one.
I think it'd be fun.
Yeah.
It'd be a good time. Pretzels, ginger ale.
Pretzels, ginger ale.
I love it.
But you know
Scott,
what is really good instead
What?
of pretzels and ginger ale? So you know your morning breakfast, which I know many of you guys who are watching are enjoying. But there's one farmer who actually had to share his plate. So take a look at this.
Gosh.
There is a cow in the house.
It's a moo cow.
Look at him. Instead of taking a bite, he just takes the whole one.
Why is
It's
it-
mine.
Why
It's
is
mine
there
now.
a cow in the house?
That's the question.
We've been wondering that all morning, but so this guy, his name's Elias. He posted this video of him trying to eat breakfast with Bruce, who's a cow.
Bruce.
And you can see him grabbing a bite of that banana, and then he just steals the pancake right off the plate like it's
Oh,
his
my
own.
word.
And it looks like there just wasn't much left for poor Elias. So this video of them at the breakfast table has raked up over 26 million views online. And it seems like Bruce gets plenty of treats while living on the farm. But yeah, we were wondering, how does he get in there without
Breaking everything.
How does he fit through the
First
door?
of all,
we have a lot of questions.
The thing I worry about, I know you're shooting this cute little video for social.
Yeah.
That cow could go to the restroom at any moment.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like,
Any minute. They just go whenever they want. I'm like,
Oh.
that would be in your house.
and it would
Yeah.
smell like that's gonna
Horrible.
that'd probably smell for weeks.
Well, I'm thinking if you have a barnyard animal in your house, it's already just going to have some
The
sort
natural
of stench.
yeah.
like-
I mean, my dogs make our house smell.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh,
I need to
yeah,
give them
good
back.
My
point,
great
good point.
grandparents, my great grandparents, both sides had farms, and I remember
Yeah.
that smell. Like talking about sense
couldn't
memory, I'm
do
like,
it.
but it's a good memory though.
I know,
Yeah.
it's just sweet. And it is fun going to, I remember, just growing up, I was a city girl, but whenever we would go to like Grant's Farm in St. Louis, which is
Yeah.
totally not the same thing at all, but I just love animals.
It's our
They're
closest
fun.
thing to
It is our
farm
closest
life.
thing.
It's like the introduction in kindergarten.
Yes.
We're going to Grant's
You go to
Farm.
Grant's
What?
Farm.
I would love to see both of you on Farmer Wants a Wife.
Oh, we would literally, I feel like we...
I want to see y'all on the farm.
Oh my gosh.
See, did I ever tell you guys at the time I tried getting on The Bachelor? So maybe
No.
this could be a new
Maybe that could be a new
segue.
segment.
Is
Can we get
Angela,
however many
Angela
weeks
on
of
the farm.
leave? It is on Fox, so it's still okay to do,
it
right?
could work. Yeah, I was gonna say not CBS or anything.
How do we break this to Geraldo? I'm going to be on Farmer Wants a
Fine.
Wife.
Be like,
Just to do the chores.
Just the right. I just.
This is for work.
Yes.
I feel like we could be like, you remember like Simple Life?
Oh,
I feel like
Nicole
that'd be
Richie
us, or
and
we would
Paris
get Paris
Hilton.
Hilton.
Yes,
We'd have
I'm
to
in.
go and do all these chores, and I'd be like, yeah, I'm not doing.
What's a Walmart? No, I'm kidding. I love Walmart.
Yeah, never. They've stepped up their game. There's been some good deals there.
There
Some
have
good
been.
Stuff,
Yeah.
but-
Oh, I think we have.
Yeah,
Headline
something to go.
floated.
Oh,
Sorry,
okay,
Angela.
sorry.
We just
Angela's
have a lot
stories,
to talk about.
I'm telling you.
I don't know what it is this morning.
We're just talking.
I
I
love
was
it.
going to say, I'm happy that you followed up with this cow video today because yesterday we were worried about that pig. You're like, if it's,
Yes,
I don't want to know how it's.
pig.
I don't think
Yeah.
this cow is. I think it's living its best life.
Oh, 100% with
And
pancakes.
this has cemented my feeling that I do want a mini cow as a pet.
They are
Have you
like
seen-
grass puppies.
They're so cute. Tom, have you seen them? You have farms in Oklahoma
Yeah.
where you are.
Yeah, look, we don't have any cattle, but the neighbor has cattle, and every once in a while they, get loose. And
I was going to say, do
Does it
they
still
like
pancakes?
roam on over and you're like, hey, you,
they have
Billy?
once or twice. The fence is pretty good every once in a while.
Yeah.
Well, is
No,
it
they're
good
just-
farming
they're-
weather this week?
They're very docile, like a cow in the house. Like they're just kind of doing their own thing, and they're big animals. Like if he wants to go in a different room, he'll just walk on over. You're not going to stop it.
That's
Yeah.
wild.